Some people may be wondering what in the world happened to Candy Owens because she was on the supposed Zionist side or Israel's side for a number of years. She was speaking openly about Islam for a number of years and how damaging that actually is. But then all of a sudden, she changed. Why did she change? Could it be that she was paid off by the likes of Islamists? Because we know that lots of them have a great deal of money, but they love to claim that Israel is paying about $7,000 to people to promote pro-Israel agendas. I don't know where my $7,000 is, but hello, please, 7,000 bucks would go a long way. I mean, if I had $7,000 per post or per week, man, I'd be a very rich man. I would love it. I'm doing all this for free, man. But hey, if you want to give me money, but the problem is, right? Everyone loves to claim that Israel is paying off influencers, etc., but they don't like to see that the other side is probably doing the exact same thing. It's always the one that is you're accusing of doing something. It's always them that are actually doing the same thing. Nothing like holding up a mirror to a person and going, "Hey, you're bloody contradicting yourself. You understand that? You're a bloody hypocrite." Candace Owens, on the other hand, is a very different basket case. I think she has realized that it's super profitable to bash Israel, more so than defending it. You don't get that much money if you're defending Israel, believe you me. In fact, you get a lot more money nowadays to bash Israel, and that's what Candy Owens has been doing for quite some time. But how did she come about this change to become more pro-Islam or pro the Palestinian cause, pro-Hamas, pro-terrorism? Some of you may be shocked to realize that she came about this realization through social media. She did a great deal of research, people. She saw lots of imams or lots of preachers. She saw lots of videos on social media, lots of propaganda that has been skewed one side. And that apparently shifted her narrative that all Israel is bad, hate the Jews. Funny how it didn't take long at all for her to have a complete flip, going from defending Israel to now hating Israel. Interesting, isn't it? Oh, social media was responsible for that. You know what I think that is? It's intellectually lazy and dishonest. One should go, all right, I'm seeing this video for the first time ever, right? This is obviously a video against and skewed towards being anti-Israel. And then I see another video of, say, the Israeli side. They're propping up and showing us exactly what happened on October 7th, or even how the Palestinian people feel about Israelis. So I'm seeing both sides, and I'm going, hang on a minute. Which one do I want to believe? Do I want to believe Hamas, a known terrorist organization, or do I want to believe Israel? But Candy has gone, I'm going to believe Hamas. I'm going to believe the pro-Palestinian cause. Free Palestine. Those jokers, those dingbats. And it turns out, ladies and gentlemen, that Candy Owens is being praised. By who? By a Muslim activist that goes around the entire world, apparently, talking about how Candace Owens and how they've manipulated, how they've actually changed their minds. They're praising them. They're celebrating the fact that Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, Marjorie Taylor Greene are now no longer on the side of Israel. No, they're apparently now on the side of Islam. And like, Allah be praised. Allah, the master deceiver, the one that lies and encourages Muslims to lie. How about that, Candy? You claiming to be a Christian, but yet you're doing the dirty work of the devil. How about that? The wolf in sheep's clothing, as it were, right? Many men and women, supposedly, in today's day and age, will come in the name or proclaim the name of Jesus Christ, but that doesn't mean that they know Jesus or Jesus never knew them. And yet we've got in today's day and age people that speak the truth always, but yet they're silenced. Those people that speak lies, it's quite profitable. Anyway, have a watch of this Muslim activist who celebrated October 7th and now travels across the Islamic world bragging about how Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, and Marjorie Taylor Greene are useful idiots for Islam and useful tools, I should say. Have a watch.
Celebrate the victory. Allah has shown the world that no normalization can erase the Palestinian cause. When you got the news that it happened, how many of you felt the euphoria? Allahu Akbar. How many of you felt it?
Can social media also, can it wrongly skew a narrative?
Now, Candace Owens, she said on the Piers Morgan show,
I was on the Zionist side. Let's not forget this. For years, social media completely transformed my perspective on what's happening in Israel and Palestine.
who were the people posting on social media? It was you. Where did she hear the da'wah from? The da'wah was from you.
And I was astonished how quickly the narrative after October the 7th became anti-Israel and very pro-Palestinians stroke Hamas in many cases.
You want to amplify on the argument, so you do shake up Bismillah Hasanat, Bismillah Hasanat. As a result of TikTok and social media and the like, people's hearts are genuinely flipping. Candace Owens.
What are your views on Islam?
How's it going in the UK? Those are my views. Their views are that Western civilization is corrupted.
Hi, American Muslim fan here. In the spirit of friendship between our faiths, here is an excerpt from the Quran. I think all of us are realizing the tremendous need for true faith right now.
The Quran told you Tucker's heart can be flipped.
My core belief is that the Islamist movement, this is an existential threat to the Western way of life. I really believe that.
You know what Islam means? Submission. I don't think I'm against that, actually.
Marjorie Greene Taylor, one of the nastiest Islamophobes that you can come across in America.
Anyone that is a Muslim that believes in Sharia law does not belong in our government.
She's now one of the loudest advocates against Zionism.
Israel is a foreign government that has been meddling not only in campaigns and elections, but also meddling in government policy.
It has power. It shifted an entire U.S. foreign policy.
A war with Iran is a world war.
Trump is looking at Tucker Carlson, who's saying we shouldn't get involved.
I think we're going to see the end of American empire, obviously. Other nations would like to see that, and this is a perfect way to scuttle the USS America on the shoals of Iran.
Candace Owens, we shouldn't get involved.
I do believe that if war in Iran is on the agenda, and that appears so, get dishonorably discharged. Who cares?
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
We're entering a nuclear war, the World War III.
It stopped Trump from intervening in Iran itself because we decided to tweet about it, because we decided to show because we decided to do da'wah at last.
Spin it as necessary, as a necessary response to October 7th. That takes somebody that is something other than human.
So I look and I think, I can't believe Tucker Carlson said that. I can't believe Candace Owens said that.
It is not my business to affect a regime change in Iran. If we're going to get behind a regime change, it should be in Israel first.
America's supporting Israel because it's an ally.
I don't know what that means to be an ally. Qatar is like one of our closest allies in the world. They're a close ally of ours.
Raise your voice and watch how I flip the hearts. Raise your voice for Gaza. Watch how Candace Owens starts defending Gaza.
I have recognized that the ability to see this stuff every day has transformed my opinion.
Raise your voice. Watch how I make Tucker Carlson say we need to cut funding for the Zionists.
Floating the whole thing to the tune of many, many billions is not 3 billion a year. It's tens of billions a year.
Raise your voice. Watch how I make American society flip from pro-Zionist to pro-Palestine.
First time ever in which more Americans sympathize with the Palestinians over the Israelis. Truly a historic shift.
All of the blame. They always want to blame Israel. Zionism has brought us nothing but grief in America. We are aware of these operations that you're running and constantly blaming it on Muslims, radical Muslims.
Well, the Muslim population of the West is rising very quickly, and that has implications for social cohesion or national security.
I'm not Muslim. I'm not for Sharia law. On the other hand, compared to what? Compared to Baltimore? You know, shut up. Sharia law. Claiming that Hamas is a group of jihadis. I don't know if that's true, by the way. It seems more like a political organization.
That makes Israel the master of the universe. And that's troubling.
May Allah protect and preserve TikTok and elevate its status. Gulu Ameen.
Sharia means submission. I don't think I'm against that, really. You know, the thing is, two people, Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, that have some of the biggest audiences in America, massive, massive audiences, their minds have been flipped. Why? Social media. You heard the Muslim activists bragging about it, how people were posting on social media, and everyone wants to go, well, Israel's the enemy, not the Muslim world, which we know that Allah is the devil. The devil demands that he is worshipped. The devil also instructs people to lie, to deceive, and that's celebrated, that's praised. But of course, Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, that used to be against Islam, are now for it. Tucker Carlson recently accepted and embraced a Quran, took a photo op with it. Candace also said the other day that Islam is a true faith. Notice a trend, notice a pattern. I don't know about you, but I've been watching it. It's the psychological element to it. It's almost like the Muslims know that they can flip the easiest minds, like Candace, like Tucker. The easiest minds, because when you actually listen to them, you really listen to what they have to say, you'll understand they're dumb. They're actually really dumb. Sure, they're good at talking. That's about it. I mean, I can be great at talking too if I wanted to be. Bit of practice here and there. Just keep spouting a bunch of nonsense outside of my backside. Create a elaborate story. It's devilishly wicked, isn't it? But it's also clever at the same time. But when you've got a Muslim activist that is out there bragging about how he is the one, or how the Muslims are responsible for changing the heart and the mind of Candy and Tucker Carlson, we've got a problem here, haven't we? And even Marjorie Taylor Greene. They're the useful tools for Islam. How about that? Did you ever think this day would come? They would suddenly flip? Think about it for a moment. Think about if you guys have been a regular follower of my show and you've seen a lot of the videos that I've made of late with Candy Owens. There's a lot of them, I know, fully aware of it. Think of it this way, all right? Why? Why is she doing this? What's the purpose? Having seen all of my videos, you look at the trend, you look at the facts. Is it just a conspiracy theory for her? It's just about clicks? Or is it something deeper, something more nefarious that you can think of? Is she demon possessed because she's acting like a psychopathic narcissist? What's the whole point? Kind of reminds me of Douglas Murray, a very intelligent man, someone that I revere deeply, someone that I follow, and I'm going, I much rather listen to Douglas Murray because he makes a great deal of sense. Candace, on the other hand, makes none. But those that have absolutely no brains whatsoever follow Tucker, follow Candace. Blindly? I don't think so. Willingly? Yes. Naively? Possibly. Stupidly? 100%. And it's our job, my job and many other people's job out there, to look at this, to criticize, and to point people towards the truth. The truth is not Islam. The truth is Jesus Christ and what he did on the cross. That's the truth. And anyone that says otherwise is lying. Candace is lying. And I don't think anyone has really heard Candace share the gospel on her show. I've done it many times. Because that's what this is really about. Greatest story ever told, people. Yes, I call out dingbats all the time, but because they're lying. And I hate lies. So does God. Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care. Be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.